welcome to another edition of the Sportsport. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport here on a Wednesday. Barnes, Tony, and Dan. Once again, the misery for both New York teams. The parallels continue. Yeah, it's just a tough time right now. But other than that, how you doing? You wish you were in Bermuda with your parents right now, Tony.
Wow, dude. Yeah. I mean, that would be really nice. You know, my parents have been sending me photos, the cruise this week. Why, did my mom comment or something?
What do you
okay.
think, I'm randomly pulling that out of my ass?
Yeah,
Wow.
no, I thought like you remembered them telling you that they were gonna go.
Well,
I was like,
remember
dude,
right now.
in the fucking guac and shit, dude. I don't know. But yeah, dude. My mom says hi from Bermuda. Yeah, they're having a great time, I'm sure.
What part of the trip is this now? How long have they been there?
I mean, they left on Sunday.
Oh, they left on Sunday. Okay.
They're halfway through, dude. Yeah, in the meat of it. I'm sure they just got to Bermuda maybe this morning. They wake up and they dock.
Okay,
Tuesday, wake up Wednesday.
Yeah.
And
then quicker on the way back.
Hightail it. Yeah.
The dining room table, everything's shaking.
Everyone's shaking, dude. What's going on here, dude? Speed on. But yeah, they're definitely, I'm sure, having a tremendous time. I'm sure the ship has just been absolutely awesome. From what I've seen, the view, the food.
They just got there.
The beach wear. Well, I'm saying for the ship.
No. But I'm just saying. She said
she just said we just got here. Yeah, classic. You know, it's like you wake up and you're in the dock and you're fucking and you see Bermuda and it's like a beautiful morning with the sun and there's a nice little breeze. And then you're all right. Let's go hit the buffet and have a great time. Then get on land and. Oh yeah,
I know they're having a great time. I hope they continue to have a great time.
Oh yes,
they deserve it.
They do deserve it, dude. They work very hard. They
probably harder than everybody in the Yankee organization, right?
I would say most definitely everyone in the Yankee organization, almost.
Yeah. So at least that's something.
Mm-hmm. You've been to Bermuda, right?
Yeah, I did.
But just not cruise?
No.
You did the cruise?
Yeah, I think twice actually.
Oh wow, but you don't like the cruise?
So it's like one of those things where if I was like gifted a cruise, I would go. But if it's like I'm spending my own money, I'm saying I would rather just be on a resort.
Yes. No. Yeah. No. I see what you're saying there. But I mean, listen. My parents are cruise goers. They frequent the cruise. That seems to be their choice. I mean, Jesus, this must be like maybe the sixth time they're on a cruise to Bermuda.
Wow.
So they definitely enjoy it. They love the ship. They love the idea.
Has it always been Royal Caribbean, or have they done other ones?
No, I'm pretty sure they've done other ones. I think my mother did say they did a Disney one. And I know they've done what the hell? Royal Caribbean, Norwegian too, right? Norwegian's the other one.
Yeah,
I think we've done Norwegian too.
No, they're on Norwegian. That's what
they are. Norwegian. We've done Royal Caribbean too.
What did I say?
Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean. Because I went on a couple of those. And then a couple of the Norwegian. But I really like Norwegian because I feel like it's not the most expensive one, but I thought the quality, like everything was great. It's been a while too. Jeez. I mean, I guess it was at this point about 10 years ago, the last time I was on one.
Yeah. And my mother confirming, by the way, we are on the Norwegian cruise line.
Yes, my mistake, Mary.
NCL. She also says weather is perfect.
Yeah.
And then they have a Switch to play. I wonder if that's like if she means like Nintendo Switch. That's pretty sweet if they do have that on the boat. And then speaking of vacations, why not, dude? Josh B says, "Yo, fam, live from Disney, dude." And I'm sure.
What's up, Josh B? Great to have you.
It is great to have Josh B.
Just something positive, dude. This is tough for me right now because you know me. I don't like to be negative, but I mean this might be the most negative part of the year. I think this is the most negative feeling when it comes to sports since Game 5 of the World Series in the fall.
I don't know. I feel like with Josh on vacation, the girls, Disney, the state of the Yankees, I think he put the phone down last night, honestly. I don't even think it was really much.
No, he's fine. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, we're fucked. Like he's fine with it. You know what I mean? It's like it's me that we're talking about.
Yeah. Oh man, dude.
But I'm sure he's having a great time.
So if you let's obviously you would favor the cruise over the Disney's trip, but let's say free Disney trip or pay for the cruise. What do you got? Free trip to Disney or pay for the cruise. Just say it. Just say it.
I would say free Disney trip, but I would just golf.
No, you gotta do the parks. You gotta go to the parks. It's part of the trip, dude. It's part of the trip.
You didn't say that.
And who also knows what's part of the trip is Josh B, because he's calling in right now. Good morning, Josh B.
There he is.
What's up, boys? What's going on? Good morning.
What up?
Good morning.
How you doing, man?
Is the weather perfect there as well in Florida? Or is it too hot?
It's a little hot.
Do you get the fan that fans and then you can spritz the water in your face? And then
I got all that,
dude.
the cooling towels.
There we go,
shirts,
dude. Ice pack in the shorts.
Yeah, all of it.
Dude. So what's going on? What do you got for us this morning? Some positivity for Brian?
No, he doesn't have that.
Yeah,
Come on.
No, yeah.
Come on, what are we doing here?
It was a good feeling to think that the moves that Cash made would have made a difference, but to see it just not pan out in any way, shape, or form against teams that we should be winning against, fucking blows.
Yeah, well, I said this yesterday, and it's here we are. It's the same thing when they have that loss that they had on Friday, where it's a game that you win 99.9% of the time. They can't get over it. It just always
the triple nine,
right? Though I mean, it always turns into this. And speaking of every 9, time. I mean, if we lose tonight, it'll be 6. I mean, we could lose 9 with the Astros coming in to town. So I mean, it's just but it always funnels into an extended long streak. And I know the whole thing, like obviously offense just as equally as bad as Devin Williams, but yesterday. But I mean, sure, he shouldn't have been in that situation. But also, I mean, it just shows he can't handle his emotions. Dominguez should have caught the ball, but he can't hone in after that and buckle down and get out of that inning. He has to get all nervous, walk a couple guys. So, I mean, all parties equally responsible for that yesterday.
Yep. And I don't, everybody keeps on saying boom, Cashman, fire. I don't think that's going to make a difference.
I think players still got to play. But I just think at this point, it's just so embarrassing. Boone, even though Cashman has more of his finger on things, I just think it's just an embarrassment. It's a bad culture, and it doesn't matter who it is. It could be you. It could be Michael Butka. They just need a new manager. I mean, that's just really what it is.
Oh, my God.
Is he still there? I can't hear anything.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Oh, there you go. But you know what I'm saying, Josh? Even if it's Cashman's still gonna call the shot, fine. But it's so embarrassing. It's so clear that he just absolutely brings 0 to the table.
Yeah, but that's not it. What's Aaron Judge doing? Why is the clubhouse?
It's there, but that's No, that's right. You are right about that. But I'm saying you still just need. I don't know. To me, he just feels really embarrassing, and I think the most embarrassing manager I think they've ever had, to be honest.
Do you think Aaron Judge regrets signing that contract?
No. I think the problem is I was texting Matt about this. He has to have some of the blame, kind of like what you just said. I mean, I think the problem with Judge is, as much as I love him, as much as he's my favorite player, I think he wants to be the nice guy, like the mayor of town, and not anybody that's gonna hold people accountable. I think that's the problem.
Like Jude did.
Right. Or Cece, or Posada, or Tino, or Neil, or Bernie. So, and thinking about those old teams too, I think that's a problem. Now, I think the guys, other than a couple, you want to say like Judge and Bellinger, maybe a couple other guys, I don't think they have the respect and appreciation that those old players from those teams did for being a Yankee. I think they take it for granted.
Yeah, definitely. Because, I mean, it is 24, 25, and everything has changed in general. The way coaches treat players, the way players treat players, the way players act towards everything. It's all different. So we got to stop trying to refer back to those 90s days because they're just not here anymore.
But I think the point is it doesn't need to be the 90s, but you look around teams around the league, they're having success. They're not having stretches like this. They probably have less resources than us. So at the end of the day, comparisons, parallels or not, there's just no reason for this to be happening. And it's an indictment on every single person in that clubhouse. Well,
you got a few games left. Let's see if anything happens that we could turn it around, right? That's what we can really hope for at this point.
I mean, that's the only hope. And you know, it's just tough though. There's been so many of these, losses that you think like, the players get pissed off and want to, change the narrative, but then they just don't, So it's like, what is it going to take? You had some great wins the past month before this stretch, but they didn't lead to anything. So that's the thing. They just haven't been able to string any type of consistency together whatsoever.
Yeah, it's been rough. It's been a rough stretch, especially, again, just like last year, you start the season so well, and then you fall apart again, and here we are. But this time, this is worse than last year.
Oh, yeah, this is the worst ever, really. And then one other thing, kind of unrelated, but kind of not, because I think it has to do with why they're playing so bad. The whole narrative that everybody says, like, their minor league system has the worst fundamentals, like, you've ever seen. Why do you think that's a thing? Because I just don't get why, like, Cashman or whoever is part of, like, player development, why would they be against stressing fundamentals? I don't understand that.
I don't know. That's the whole name of the game. It doesn't make sense sometimes. It just doesn't make sense. Do something different.
But it feels like there's something that we're missing, or do you think like they're just obsessing over analytics and exit velocity?
Yeah, it's analytics.
Yeah. But
all right, boys, listen, I gotta cut this off because it's breakfast time.
No, enjoy breakfast.
Sick,
maybe get some French toast. I don't know.
Mickey Mouse pancakes.
No, they got the character
waffles.
Wait, what type of waffles?
Character waffles.
Oh, character waffles.
He knows.
Enjoy, dude. That sounds so good. Honestly.
Yeah, have some extra syrup.
No, I really appreciate the call, Josh.
Yeah, as always, dude.
Absolutely, boys. Have a great show.
Take us next time. Buddy. Bye.
Later.
But you guys
He didn't hear what he said. Yeah, that's all right.
What did he say?
No, he didn't hear what I said.
Oh, okay. None of that really matters.
No,
I'm just kidding, Tony.
No.
It's not like you were talking about the Mets. But anyway,
that wasn't.
But back to what I was saying, though. I mean, obviously, how do you guys know? But if you just had, this whole fundamental, what is that?
What is that?
I think they focus on the offense. Like just 9 times out of 10, I think that because of the type of manager Boone is.
What does that mean?
He wants to be hands off, and like the mentality is do what got you here. These are kids that what got them there was a good spring training in Volpe's case, or just unbridled type.
Hey, bucked him
60.
A quick 60.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got going on here.
Live from Dunkin' Donuts.
Hey, Barnes. Let's talk about the Yankees. Let's talk about them.
Do we have to? No, I'm just kidding. Obviously.
Yeah, dude. I think I know whose fault it is. Why the Yankees are doing shit.
You're talking about
it's
Baldy.
It's Cashman's fault.
Yeah.
Baldy.
Yeah.
It's Cashman's fault. I'm sorry. There's no other word of.
Yeah, no. I mean, yes, the roster should be built better. The minor league should be better. But all of that being said, the players on that field, bless you, need to play better, regardless of Boone, regardless of Cashman. It's just there's no accountability, and I don't think they want it enough, and I don't think they appreciate being a Yankee enough, and that's the biggest problem.
No, they don't. No.
So I mean, Jimmy must be a wreck, huh?
Yeah, like he's pissed. Yeah, he's pissed off.
The rest of the family, I'm sure, is doing all right.
Oh, boy.
I mean, are they? I mean,
Yeah.
what have
We
the
don't
Mets
talk
lost?
about
6
that,
out of 7?
Yeah, but still.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Tony. Yeah, So
Tony.
forgetting
No,
the Mets. Yeah.
no, the Yankees have been sucking. So let's talk about the Mets. Yeah.
No, the parallels. It's been equally as bad.
Tony.
Bad is bad. There's no
It is
better
bad.
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 It's the same
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no better. Yeah.
There's worse.
But there's not really.
Tony,
Bad is
Tony,
bad.
but-
If you're bad, you're bad. That's it, Michael. All right.
If you're bad, you're bad. Listen,
Yeah.
Barnes,
Yes.
Barnes. On my thing, I could see you really being a good Yankees
Manager.
manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I could because these things are so obvious. That's why it's just like it just feels like the whole organization is just so tone deaf, and it's just so nauseating as a fan. But there's nothing we could do. We have no control. So it's just hope at this point, Michael. All it is.
Yeah, but Barnes, here's something I would really say.
What would you really say?
How about not put Devin in the game during later?
Well, you know what it is?
How about not be doing that?
No, that obviously that was the most obvious thing in the world. However, regardless of that, you can't have 2 hits.
No.
Got to score. Can't score, can't win.
No.
That's right.
So that's it.
So did Judge end up
He came back and
playing
didn't
last night?
do anything.
And,
DH.
And did shit, didn't he?
Yeah. So all we got to hope for today is just a win and go from there. You're going home, but you got 3 tough games against Houston over the weekend. Old Timers Day on Saturday. Maybe some of the older players can do something to rub off on these guys. Who knows? But yeah, it's a terrible time, Michael. But we're just got to take one day at a time. Hope for a win today. That's all we could do.
Yeah. Barnes. Also, I think this is the absolute worst that we've seen them play like ever.
I mean, you probably go back to 2023. That's what this is right now. So hopefully they snap out of it, Michael. It's
Barnes also are the Yankees in the playoff picture?
Yeah, right now they're in
no?
the last wild card spot, but if they lose today, they might be out.
Against who? Who would
they
the
play,
Yankees be playing?
We would have 3 games at Houston.
Now, who would they lose the wild card out to is what he's saying.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
Texas or
The
something.
Rangers. The Rangers were
yeah.
2.5 games back to start the series.
Yeah,
They are now a half game
half
back.
game back. Yep.
Damn.
So, like I said, Michael, tough times.
So Barnes.
So
here is what I would say. So the Yankees need to fucking fire Boone, and they need to get a manager who can just shut his ass up and just watch them play baseball, right?
Yeah. No, they
Right?
do. But just hold him accountable and not be Mr. Softy at the end of the day. But that's
Dude,
what he is.
Dude, I think Boone's been costing the Yankees games because he can't really stop talking, can he?
No, he's terrible, Michael. But
have we exhausted the Duncan
Dude, he's
card,
heated.
Michael?
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
Duncan
yeah.
card gone?
Is the Duncan card gone?
Have we exhausted all the funds in the card?
Well, I've got only $8, but I'm
All right, there
betting
we
it
go.
on the Yankees winning tonight.
You're betting your Duncan
You're
card?
gonna
With
bet
who?
the Duncan card? Yeah. What?
Yeah, right, Barnes?
Who are
Right?
you betting it with?
No, Barnes. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like that's the
Barney
first Michael
Barnes.
Bucket joke I've ever heard in my life.
Facetious,
Right?
dude. Yeah.
I really
Oh,
have
Wait,
never heard one.
really? Wait,
Yeah.
wait, really? What?
Yeah.
Also, Sunday was great. I want to thank all the guys for
Michael. We had a
coming.
great time. It was great.
Sunday
to
was
see
awesome.
ya. I'm glad you've been putting the Duncan card to use.
Yeah.
But listen,
Not too much talk about the Applebee's card, though.
we appreciate the call. And hopefully the Yankees win. All right, bud.
All right.
All right.
All right. Have a good
Goodbye,
day, buddy.
Michael.
To you guys. Bye.
What a call there. And really, though, the first, I know maybe sometimes he says with Luka and Tatum and all this stuff and Snow White, but that was like the first joke that I knew he was joking or didn't know he was joking, but it was like a good joke is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that was a great joke, dude. Good job for him.
Um,
Crazy how cheap when you think about it that Dunkin' is, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 2 sandwiches, 2 coffees, and you still got $8 left.
Yeah.
There we go, dude.
Imagine if it wasn't just processed garbage. It would be real good.
No, that's probably why it is so
And
cheap.
watery
It's
coffee, right?
processed garbage and poor
No, I
service.
mean, I don't know. The donuts aren't like
doesn't
that
taste
bad.
good.
They're not the best donuts, but like, you know what I mean? It's not like disgusting eating them.
Yeah, the donuts, I mean, they're pastries and stuff, like, donuts are donuts.
Muffin,
really,
muffin's
like,
good.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, you're not gonna find me there anytime soon.
But back to what I was saying,
What are you saying?
before Michael called,
Mhm.
and I think, you were in the middle of
Dan
talking,
was talking,
but you were
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about like, oh, that's what got him there, this and that. But it's like this narrative has been around for so long, and not even really at the major league level. Sure, it like carries over, but the narrative has been just in those minor league teams, like they're not even talking about fundamentals. They're not prioritizing them. Like, why? It just doesn't seem like it's like a hard thing to do. I just don't get why they wouldn't even, like, I don't know, attempt to change that narrative. I just don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like you're kind of alluding to like a systemic issue.
Yeah.
Almost like it was Dan was saying before. I mean, they really only care about offense, hitting home runs, it seems, and not necessarily putting together, the best team all around.
And
right?
the only thing that comes to my mind is that, because Cashman at the end of the day, I mean, he might as well be the owner of the Yankees. That's what the power that Hal has entrusted in him. But it seems like it's just like almost like a stubbornness thing. It's like, no, everybody always says this, that nobody knows better than him. And no matter how obvious it is, how much better it would make things, he's just not going to change for anything.
Well, I mean, that's not good at all.
No,
right?
I mean, right? I mean, is that what it is, Dan? I just
no, it's definitely some of he doesn't want to say like, oh, I was wrong, I screwed up, anything like this. But I mean, you can go back to Miguel Andujar and Gary Sanchez when they came up, and that's what got Girardi fired, because Girardi wanted to make them learn fundamentals and they couldn't. Like, you watch Gary Sanchez and he still has no idea where the ball is, like anything like that. So when you have a franchise that has just an identity of the offense comes first, everything else comes later. Like Caleb Durbin, like if you look at the guys that like went to college, had times with real coaches, that's Judge, or the outside guys, Belly, Goldie. Those are the guys that have these fundamental things. Like if you watch Caleb Durbin, the Brewers are playing Caleb Durbin because he went to college. And so he's playing well for them at third base. Like, you can't just sit here and say it's not a problem when you see a track record. And I do think like it's a systemic problem across the league. Like, they're taking less guys that really know stuff, know what they're doing on the baseball field, but at least being like, if the ball is hit here, this is what you're doing. Like, there's people on TikTok that say this, that like test everyday people that don't play baseball. And it's ridiculous that it keeps on happening and it continues to be a conversation.
Now, I don't know. I mean, you guys are talking a lot about the systemic issues. I mean, like, and we were talking yesterday about maybe potentially, Boone getting canned, end of the season, things don't work out. I mean, what are the chances that Cashman is the guy that's going to be cut? I mean, that guy has been in that organization for like 30 years.
Nope.
Because with Cash, it's like the system things. And I said this to my friend the other day. I wish they implemented like a president of baseball operations to do like the minor leagues, team moves, like, because I fully trust Cashman to like trade and sign guys, because most of the time they work out. I mean, sometimes you backload a contract because that's what you need to do and it doesn't end up working out. But like, I trust him making trades and signing guys. It's every other job of the general manager role that there's always something left to be desired.
Well, and the problem is, it's been rumored for years that he wants to move into that role and then bring in another general manager, which you're saying it would be better being the opposite. But yeah, I just think the draft record is terrible. And why is it terrible? Because it plays into what we're just talking about with the development side of things. But yeah, I mean, unless like there's like years in a row not making the playoffs, being a 100-loss team, Hal's not going to get rid of Cashman. But I think, like I said yesterday, I think they'll use Boone as, the fall guy. Because I mean, and like I said, like I know, like I keep saying, it's like it's still going to be better just to get him out of there. I mean, I feel like it is. I mean, is it not embarrassing? I mean, looking at it from not being a fan, Tony, but is Boone just everything about him? Is it not embarrassing for a franchise that has the most World Series titles in the league, and that he's your manager, and everybody? There's so many things to pick apart with him. So many things.
No, I mean, I think it is embarrassing. I would say totally, like, absolutely resounding yes.
Yeah.
Like,
how you let that?
I know, stand around. I mean, it is nonsense, dude. And I think, I mean, yesterday's a perfect example. I mean, throwing in Devin Williams, and I know, yes, offense, whatever. But I mean, not for nothing. I mean, you kind of expected a pitcher's duel, you know? Right. I mean, like, you knew Eovaldi is going to go out there and pitch well. So you knew that your pitchers would have to be tip-top shape, best pitchers out there. And you throw out a Devin Williams who, like, is battered, is worn, okay? Yeah. Like, is not, like, he's going through it right now. Like, and you're putting him in a big spot against a big game, against a big team. Like, I don't know, dude. That is just one of the more idiotic managerial decisions I've seen this season by Aaron Boone. And it's like, now all this is it. Like you're saying, it's all cultivating to this one big embarrassment.
Yeah. And it's like, and I said this yesterday, it's just like an emotional thing. He just wants to throw him right back in the fire. Let's have him get his moment. And then also, too, you know, once he was in trouble and once the bases were loaded and there was only one out, it's like, if you really cared more about winning the game rather than working through it with Devin, you would have put in Tim Hill there because you could get a ground ball double play out of the inning. But it's like, that wasn't even under consideration. And you had other guys to go to. Bednar could have pitched in that inning, and you could have used Bednar and Hill for the last 2 innings. And again, you didn't score. Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. But those are the type of things, and it just brings you back to the World Series with Nestor. It's just like the emotional decision over the winning decision. And I think that's why, at the end of the day, whether Cashman has his thumb up his ass or not, he's a horrible manager. And specifically, when you are the New York Yankees, you can't have a horrible manager, a GM that hasn't had a new idea in 30 years, and then an embarrassing player development. And it's just like the fact that Hal just refuses to see that, to change that. It's mind blowing. I guess it comes down to he's that nervous that the whole thing is going to just crash and burn with new people, that he feels like he can't trust anybody. But it's so idiotic. It's so frustrating. So it's like, who knows what's going to happen? I mean, the only thing that can happen right now is that they could, start playing better baseball. And, I was listening to Boomer and Gio this morning. And Boomer was kind of saying that he thinks in both the Mets and the Yankees right now that there's just a lot of complacency. I mean, when you have play like this, I mean, do you think that has something to do with it as well, or? It's like meaning like we'll be fine. Right. It's not a big deal.
If
there's a lot of season left.
I mean, if that's what Boone is saying, then yeah, dude. I mean, that's. If there is that sense, that is a managerial problem, okay, dude? Because it's not up to the players. Obviously, yes, you have your leaders in the clubhouse who, obviously talk to players, whatever. But it's the manager's job to get in there and say, like, this isn't the time to think that, oh, like, we're the Yankees, we're gonna bounce back. Oh, it's gonna be fine. Oh, it's right out in front of us. It's like, no, like, this is a problem, and if you don't fix it now, like, you guys aren't gonna be in the playoffs. Like, there is no sense of urgency, it seems. So there is a sense of complacency. I would totally agree with that. And then I think that completely comes from leadership. And I mean, it's interesting. If I don't even know if Josh was maybe saying that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you think Judge is not, like, trying to fire the boys up here to be like, what the fuck, man?
I think it's like, I'm trying to think of the right example, but even like Jazz, getting caught napping, or Wells. Like, is he at all being aggressive about that and just, like, stressing that can't happen, like, get in their face? I would say there's a 0% chance. I'd say there's as much chance as Boone doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, I don't know. It seemed like Boone was more yelling at the first base coach that night.
Yeah.
But
you know what I mean? It's like, I think it's all within the same. It's just like, And I really do believe that with Judge, like as much of a player, as much as I like him as a player, I just feel like he wants to be loved by everybody and doesn't want to get on anybody.
Did was Boone? I mean, I'm assuming Boone was asked like post game about putting Devin Williams in, right? Like, did you guys did you post game sound?
I wasn't even bothering.
Wasn't even bothering? Oh, so
No,
It would have been garbage anyway.
Yeah.
Garbage. No, I want to hear what he had to say though. You know, I want to. I'll try to look something.
You know, he's going to be an important pitcher for us. You know, he's working through it. You know, felt like we could, you know, count on him in this situation. You know, he was real close. Like he definitely said something like that.
Something
and while
like that,
Tony's trying to pull that up, Matthew also said, you know, have the pancakes, Josh Boy. All they care about is hitting as hard as possible, launch angle, throwing it as hard as possible. Baldy needed new ideas. That's it. Cashman is washed now. He banged it for us back in the day with the 90s, and thanks for that. But now it's over. It's different times, making games different. Got to get with the times, Hal. And yeah, I mean, I still just, as much as that makes sense and as much as that should happen, unless it's like just a complete collapse and you know, multiple years of not missing the playoffs, losing 100 games, I just don't see him doing it. Is this a real article?
This is
because I saw something similar like this that was like AI, but this looks New York Post Sports.
New York Post Sports, right? I mean, this should be pretty legit. So
yeah.
Here, let me just share it here. But this don't want to do that. Want to do this. Oh, sorry, stand by. Old laptop has to figure it out. Oh no, this should be fine. What the hell? Oh, stand by. Sorry. Yeah, we're good. Sweet. All right. So for the people at home, this is going to be Aaron Boone on why he used Devin Williams again last night.
Thinning in that spot.
Well, I mean, we got to piece it together there. When, you know, once Will goes five, we're set up there. So liked him in that middle with a handful of those righties, and you know, obviously just couldn't finish it off.
Williams went on then to walk the next two batters with the bases loaded. Tellez stepped to the plate. You had both Bednar and Leiter, which looked to be ready out there in the bullpen. What made you stick with Williams?
Yeah, I just, you know, wanted to, you know, I was going to maybe go with Bednar in a 4-out situation, but just, you know, kind of shortening the game a little bit. You know, we don't have a lot left down there once, you know, and Leiter being in a situation where he hasn't obviously pitched in a while. So if I could get it to a 4-out scenario, I was going to do it. I thought Devin could still get some swing and miss there, and obviously didn't.
Tim Hill, all right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why not have him up there with a couple lefties do it at the bottom of the order?
Because they're going to hit the righties then.
Aaron, with some.
Is it just me, or does it seem like he was on the verge of crying?
No, he definitely is at the point where he's more defeated. Like he's at the point where he doesn't know what is going on anymore because, and I do think it all stems back to Friday night's loss.
Yeah, the tumble effect.
And so I think at this point he's like, if I don't know what more I can do.
Not pitch Devin Williams in the 8th inning in the tie game.
But I mean, like, outside of managerial decisions, I'm talking about like, what more can I do to get this team actually motivated to do what needs to be done and fix these problems that they are having?
Yeah, and but you know what it is? Like when you're going through something like this, the margins are so thin, and like Matt, you know, says a couple things here. Haha, listen to Boone. It's just like, wow, do you even know where you are? Why would you think he's gonna get swing and miss? That's a good point, though.
But that's
you're saying he's gonna get swing and miss.
You're wrong.
What recently
You're
has he
so
shown us
wrong.
that he's getting swing and miss?
Dude.
He's not getting swing and miss. So that's, you know, it's like, what more can you do? Well, I mean, you know, not put him in the game to start with. Like, it just seems like he's been so hell bent on big situation after big situation. I think this is 4 straight games he's going to runs.
Yeah, I mean,
first time in his career.
You want to talk about having it all out there, like all right in front of you. It is all right in front of you, Boone. Like the decision was to not bring in Williams in that situation. Even the reporter knew, like, what, like just try fucking Tim Hill, dude. Matthew Gabriel.
Oh, here we go.
And then now even more so for Yankee fans. Like, I mean, you listen to that interview, it's like it still is all out there in front of you. Like, get the fuck out, get Boone out of there, dude. Like, he was wrong.
Dude, but what do you mean, dude? Williams has been mowing people down for all year. What are you talking about?
Matthew Gabriel live on the Sportsport.
Dude, I mean, I just thought he was going to get some swing and misses. That's all.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get swing and miss, even though they fouled off 10 pitches in a row before he got the hit. But really saw the swing and miss there.
I think Matthew Gable just murdered Aaron Boone and the sirens.
We like him. Yeah. They're looking for him now. Where's his body? Nah, dude, I don't know, man. It's just so pathetic, dude. Like it
on all levels.
It's just a joke, dude. Like I've never really been on like harping on the firing of Boone the last few years because I kind of just fell into the mindset of like, I understand like from their perspective, like the team is good every year, and there's a lot of teams in the majors that would kill for like the Yankees seasons, like the regular seasons they put together, like finish above 500 and usually in the playoffs. And so I understand, I've looked at that and I understand that. But dude, now it's like, for our own sake, we need complete change, dude. And Boone does need to go because, it's the same thing over and over again. So, we need that change now. And I'm not content anymore with just the, it's dope making the playoffs every year and like, you win the division most of the time and this and that. But it's over, dude. Like it really is. I'm tired of it, dude. Now because it's like now it's insulting. It just is insulting.
Yeah.
So he's got to go. I do hope that Cashman goes as well because it's just it's over with that too, dude. Like he had success. Like I said, in the comments, but. Those times are, it's great. It's great to have those times. Like that's historic. Like that's dope. That's part of the franchise's history. But that's what it is now. It's just history. It's something nice to refer to in terms of like, what you want, year in and year out, and what you want is like keep the franchise going with that tradition. But in order to kind of restore that. We're going to need a new face, it seems, because, it's not that time anymore. The league is different now. The game is a different game. And it just needs to be different. And in order for it to be different, you got to make changes. And you're going to have to get rid of Boone and Cashman. And that's just how it is. And Hal just needs to swallow it. And, just man up here. It's got to be done. It just has to be done.
But my thought is... Like I definitely could see it, especially we don't make the playoffs and just have an embarrassing record the rest of the year. But that they're gonna fire Boone. But I just don't think he's gonna fire Cashman unless it's like I'm saying worst record in the league, like that type of thing. As much as he knows he needs to, and everybody thinks he needs to, I just don't think he's going to. Unfortunately, he should, but I just don't think he's going to.
No, probably not. But they'll use Boone as I would think they'll use Boone as a scapegoat and I think he understands that at least. But yeah, it's annoying that they're just attached to him with Hal and Cashman because it just seems like he's in there for life kind of thing, like which sucks.
Well, I think it goes through the whole organization. No backbone. Hal doesn't have a backbone. Boone doesn't have a backbone, and I guess Cashman doesn't have a backbone because he won't listen to anybody but himself.
Yeah, so it's beat in that regard. I think hopefully like this will be it for Boone. Just because even if they did turn it around, dude, and whatever. I just feel like, they did that with Girardi. Like when they said like, people were asking them if they got to the World Series, would they have fired him? Would they have brought him? And apparently, How was saying, he still would have been gone regardless. So this needs to be the time where Boone is gone regardless. It's to that point. So, that's what I'm just hoping for, dude. Like, hopefully they play well down the stretch. Obviously, like, there's like 2 months left essentially. But regardless, dude, I just hope that Boone goes, and it'd be nice for Cashman to go too, and just to kind of revamp the whole ideology of everything. That's kind of where we're at, and I hope that they do it. They probably won't, but I hope at least Boone goes because I'm just tired of hearing his voice and just saying the most idiotic, stupid, nonsensical shit, dude. Like, why the fuck would you think that he's gonna get swing and miss there, dude? How could you possibly think that?
And I'm
How
sure,
could you possibly
and I'm
think
sure
that?
you heard me, but didn't. Oh, actually, I don't know if you saw the visual of him because you're driving, but he looked like he was gonna cry.
I just saw like the little preview of it. Yeah, he just seems like totally defeated, dude. He probably wants to get out of there, dude.
Yeah.
He probably is just like,
Yeah.
I'm done. I can't do anything. He can't. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over, dude. You know what I mean? Like certain things, it has to come to an end, and he's at the end. And this phone call is coming to an end. I love you guys. Have a great show. Love Sportsport. Oh, boys!
All right. So
thank you, Matthew.
Yeah, good call there by Matthew. But yeah, I mean, I think he touched on everything that we're saying. So I don't know what else could really be said other than, all of the organizational stuff aside. It is really disappointing though that the players during this time can't rise above that and just take pride. It just seems like they're not like taking pride in getting on the field. And also too, it is a repeated pattern of the gut-wrenching loss and not being able to bounce back. Like, I don't understand like what the mindset is there. Is it like, oh, well, we should have won this game? That's bullshit. So now we're just gonna like lose. Like, I don't what is that? What do you think it is, Dan? I mean, just weak-mindedness?
I think they're a little soft. Like, I don't think soft is the right word necessarily, but
sensitive maybe.
Yeah, it's like they do lack like the edge that
killer instinct
you feel like winning teams across every sport have. It's that kill or be killed mentality, and to them it's not like no one really has it for real. Like Jazz, you think has it, but it's more about him. It's not about like the team necessarily. And everyone else is kind of just like goes with the motion. It's no one trying to step up and be the damn, like stop the flow of this just continual losing and negativity. It's just a bunch of guys that go with the motion and don't like, no, work here. Like, this is BS. Like,
right.
Someone's got to go into that locker room, take a bat, and smash the radio or what.
They need Paul O'Neill.
Why isn't anyone doing that though? Like, you're saying someone should do that. Why is
because
no one doing
Because I think Judge
this?
is looked at as the leader, and he doesn't want to be the tough guy.
Yeah, but I don't like. How is no one else like stepping up though? Like, where's Goldschmidt? Where's Bellinger? These are guys who have been around the league for a long time.
I would think Garrett Cole would be that guy, but he's not.
Yeah,
around.
I think,
but he's there. I mean,
I don't. But I feel like now he's probably rehabbing. I don't think he's there.
Yeah, he's not regular. Like, he's been very hit or miss at games. I genuinely do think it's because Judge isn't doing it, and I think because Judge wants to maintain the issue is there's no one in this locker room that knows what it was like to play with Jeter. They only have seen like the Jeter clips and things like that. So to the media, they say what they think Jeter would say in the way that would sound. But when it comes to the locker room, it does feel like there's no one pissed off.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like anyone's mad and angry. And if they are, fine, but someone's got to show it.
Yeah. No, and it seems like you know they're probably behind closed doors just saying, "Oh, come on, guys. We got this," and then, but not changing anything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's like,
but yeah, we got this.
I don't really care as much if that's what they're trying to show to the media, like that they're calm, cool, collected. But it's just like whatever it takes to get results is what you should be doing in the locker room. You know, I mean, obviously we know about how players are coached to talk to the media, especially in a New York market. But I mean, like you said, I mean, there's got to be someone in the locker room who's throwing bats around and like cursing and yelling and calling people out.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the product on the field isn't changing, and I don't know. I mean, you guys are, I guess, maybe more in tune to the games than I, but it doesn't really seem like that the dugout feels like that, Like normally if there's, a significant argument in the clubhouse, you can normally see it in the dugout or feel it on the field or something, and you're just not getting that feeling. So until that happens, it's like, for a sense, like you're saying too before, Brian, I mean, like it is on the players on the field.
No, exactly. They don't. like they can affect each other, but it doesn't like let them off the hook either. Because I feel like a lot of this conversation we've been talking about, the front office needs to be better, the coach needs to be better, but the players can't be dead men walking either, you know? And it's like, regardless of that, you should just be able to play better. You should be able to get 2 hits. And another thing that pisses me off is, sure, there's the occasional time we'll knock somebody around, but is it not just me, Dan, that it's like every single time we go against a pitcher, whether they're having a good season or just historically a good pitcher, no matter what, I would say over 90% of the time, we just can't do anything against them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the same thing happened last time they played. They bat against Nate Eovaldi. And it's like, I don't need you to go out there and get like 10 hits.
Right.
But at least be able to feel like you're in a groove. This, like, I fully agree with Boone. Like, this is the deepest offensive team they have had his entire tenure, 1 through 9. And then also, like, whether it's against a lefty or a righty. But you need to be able to show that on the field by going up to bat. And I don't need you to have 10 hits, but if you have, like, 4 or 5, you've scored at least 1 or 2 runs, and every at-bat is a battle. That's not what's happening here. And, I mean, part of that is Wells is just a shell of himself right now.
Volpe, really, I mean, have a couple good games, but then go back to being terrible.
I mean, yeah, Volpe, we'll see what happens in a week and a half when he's been playing every day again. Yeah. So it's just, there's no one like really that feels like they're striving for it outside of Bellinger, but like Bellinger and Trent are like the type of guys where like you see the hustle, but it's like not their personality.
Right.
But I think them and I would say Judge, even though, you know, we want more of a leadership role, they strike me as guys at least like every game, like they're all in, they're trying their best, but maybe it's not rubbing off on the other guys. But it's just, you know, it's just crazy. And it's like, you're just against these top pitchers, you're just not competing. And it's just, it's just such an indictment on the team. And I just feel like we just keep seeing that. And I think that is the parallel to why you're not winning championships, because when the going gets tough, you're in the World Series and, you know, you're hitting against Yamamoto or somebody like that. And you're just not doing anything because I don't know. Like it just, the approach is wrong. Everything is wrong. And I think too many things are wrong and there's not enough rights. And that's why we're getting what we're getting.
If you throw a good slider or a good breaking ball low and away to a righty, they will all swing at it because even Judge does.
Yeah.
If it is a good one, Judge swings 10 times out of 10.
But why is there no, like,
because they don't let Judge's hitting coach into the clubhouse.
Yeah. But I'm saying it just also, but besides that, it's like the players themselves, there's no such thing as pitch recognition.
No, I don't think they go over it with them.
Yeah.
And I think because, like, Giancarlo doesn't.
Oh, but it's like
so. Giancarlo's a different animal. Like, he hits the ball harder than anyone has ever hit the ball.
But you know,
before.
with him, I don't understand is like, why wouldn't, I mean, I guess just sometimes you're going to hang it, but it's like, he doesn't, seems like he really misses the fastball too much, but it's like, he swings at that stuff low and away. And especially like if they sneak a fastball in there to start, then they go off speed twice in a row. It seems like he like kind of blinds these swings. So I don't always love his approach, but then like, it's like, but he just connects with the ball so frequently that it's hard to really like say anything bad about it.
No, yeah. I mean, I think back to, I want to say it was last year, he hit a home run where his front knee ended up being on the ground.
Yes.
So it's just, they see that from one guy and they're like, oh, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But like, they don't, I feel like they treat everyone like the same and they don't try to work individually with everyone about like, okay, this is where we feel like you struggle. So we're going to focus on this, this, and this. And like, I think that's Jason Dominguez with defense. That's Wells with pitch recognition in the zone. That's
Volpe with hitting the fastball.
Like, it just, everyone has different weaknesses, and it's fine when you don't work with these people on their weaknesses. That's when these stretches start to mount because everyone's weakness starts to grow as they get tired, as they've been eating innings. And that's when you then have these struggles. Because if you look at other teams, they're getting hot. The Yankees have been slumping
for months.
Yeah.
No, it's bad, and they have some tough matchups coming up too. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. I mean, Jack Leiter is a guy that I think they can hit. I know this is last season in September, but they did go 5 runs in 5 innings against them last year. But then you're facing 2 out of the 3 games against Houston. You have Hunter Brown and Framber Valdez. So it's like, even though it's at home, you play better there. I mean, that screams the game that we saw yesterday, and then the one game in between Gordon, he hasn't had success. So gonna be interested to see. Are you gonna just bend at the knee, or are you gonna actually show up, show some fight, work through it? So that's all we can hope for. It's an afternoon game today, 2:35, Rodon versus Leiter. So hopefully we get the win. And I guess the only positive thing yesterday was all the pitching besides Devin Williams, because I thought Will Warren pitched great. And
he did.
Weaver, Duvall, they pitched great. And it's just and even Leiter got that out there. But it's just, obviously Williams is just a mess. And I mean, there's no way they're gonna pitch him today. Thank God. And it makes me think too. I don't know if they were gonna do kind of a rotation, but with him pitching in the 8th, I wonder now if the thought process is, because it seems like they just want Weaver in that swingman role, that Bednar is going to be the closer. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, but my issue is, if you want Weaver in the swingman role, why is he only pitching an inning?
Right.
Yeah.
If he's throwing less than 15 pitches.
And I'm trying to think, did he pitched the night before though? Didn't he?
Yeah, he pitched Monday night,
Okay.
and he only pitched 1 inning. And so you've pitched him, Bednar, Duvall, and Williams, and if one of them gives up a run and you're tied, why are you not saving one of these high leverage arms for the 10th inning, for the 11th inning?
Right. So
bad manager.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's bad. I think it's bad organizational identity. I don't think it's just an Aaron Boone thing when it comes to extras.
And I think too, it's like when you have a tight game and you're reeling like this, and I think sometimes too, he thinks about like tomorrow, and it's like, if Weaver looks good, he hasn't thrown that many pitches, have him go the 2nd inning. Figure out tomorrow, because he's clearly rolling right now.
You can also figure out tomorrow when you've saved someone an inning because you had Weaver pitch too.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, it's definitely a tough time, but just gotta hope that they can, win today. And I did see yesterday Brew Baker designated for assignment. I think Yuri De Los Santos back up. He did pitch well the last time he was here. I think that was a good move, but we'll see. We'll do the picks. But that's really all there is to say when you get 2 hits. I mean, congratulations to Volpe and McMahon for making the Yankees not get no hit, at least last night. But that's really it. So I know it, tough loss and really didn't do us any favors too, with the Guardians getting that win yesterday against the Mets, 23-2.
Don't even talk about like doing favors. Okay,
4 hits for the Mets. I mean, you can't hit the ball.
No, I mean that is the big problem.
The thing.
That is the problem, dude. Well, I mean, hey, it's not like you guys helped us out when the Phillies were playing you guys. So
no,
that's not right
out when they're playing the Phillies.
Yeah. And Baltimore, it doesn't really matter.
Phillies are way better than Cleveland, by the way.
Phillies are definitely way better than Cleveland. Apparently, way better than Baltimore as well.
Apparently, way better than us.
Yeah, well, Phillies are a good team, dude. They got a great squad.
Robbie Thompson, what do you know? He would have been a nice manager to have. Too bad we wasn't in our organization already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. But yeah, dude. I mean, the Mets. I mean, that Brian said that was really the story of the day. I mean, you lose 3-2, another gut wrenching loss here. And it's like, offense was a problem. Situational hitting. I mentioned the other day 4 for 15. With runners in scoring position. I think it was even less than that. I think it was 2 for 15 actually with runners in scoring position. But nonetheless, dude, the inability to hit with runners in scoring position, leaving 10 men on base. Games like this, we only get 4 hits. You only have runners in scoring position 5 times, and you were still 1 for 5 then. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, I think it does at this point in terms of the lineup. I mean, I think it falls on the players. I mean, I don't really necessarily blame Mendoza, or maybe you can go to the hitting coach. I don't think there's a managerial issue. I mean, you look at the lineup. I mean, Nimmo has been struggling I want to say the past like 3 weeks. So what does he do? He puts Marte in there, DH, leads off, 0 for 4 night for him. And Marte, as we know, since he's been back from injury and even slightly before the injury, he was absolutely raking. And then the top half of the lineup doesn't really do much. I mean, Soto was 0 for 2 with 2 walks and 2 Ks. Lindor, was 0 for 3. Got on base, did come around the bags, but got on base from a walk. Alonso, he had the 1 RBI off of one of his hits, but other than that, he was 1 for 3. I mentioned Nimmo 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. And that guy is absolutely ice cold. And then you get the bottom half of your lineup, gets 3 hits. So, I mean, I guess it's fine, right? I mean, that's kind of what you'd expect from the bottom part of your lineup, getting hits at some points. But, I mean, if the top half is not gelling, you're going to lose a game 3-2 like this, and it sucks because not for nothing. I mean, Clay Holmes, not a quality start, but gets through 5 innings, 2 earned runs. You get Soto in there, Rayleigh, Helsley's, all these guys look good. Rogers, yes, the 1 earned run, 3 hits. He didn't look great for his second appearance.
What was the problem there? Just leaving it over, not enough spin on the pitches?
Yeah, I think, I don't know if he's just still adjust. I don't know what, but the location just was not there.
Yeah. Threw a lot of pitches.
Threw a lot of pitches, dude. And some of them were strikes, but again, I mean, he wasn't hitting the corners. He was hitting the zones, but he was leaving them over the middle. Yeah. So, I mean, that was the problem there. But still, dude, I mean, like, what the hell, man? The Guardians, like you said, are not a great team. I mean, Logan Allen, okay, like Jacob Junis, these guys, Mr. Festa over there, like those guys,
Kobe Allard.
They should be hittable, these guys, and you're not. You're in the bullpen, breeze through the lineup. Allen puts together a start similar to Holmes, and that's what you get. You get a 3-2 loss from that. And I mean, it is really unfortunate. It really is depressing, enraging, and I'm angry, honestly, dude.
Well,
like it's fucking nonsense.
It's the same thing. It's a parallel. You can't understand why it happened.
I don't understand why
you
it happens.
Can't just fight through and do it. What is happening?
You just got off a 7-game win streak. You swept the Giants, and then you dropped 2 games to them at home.
Yeah.
And then you lose 7 of 8.
Yeah.
And you're losing games like 3-2. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It just seems like at a point where you had the magic. You had. Even again, 7-8 games ago, even if you were going into the 8th inning 3-2, you felt good about your chances of winning because the Mets were winning games late into games. They were rallying. Okay. And it's just unfortunate because those bats are not there right now. And I understand you could sit here and you can go over the starting rotation, saying it doesn't go enough innings to help your bullpen out. Obviously, Montas gives up so many runs, doesn't give you a chance to be competitive. I mean, think of the 12 runs that the pitching staff gave up against the Padres on Montas' start. I mean, a big part of that was from his start. I think he gave up 7 earned runs over 4 innings or whatever it was. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's these games, okay? It's these tight games that you should be winning. Low scoring, tight games, like that's the moments. Those are the games where you want to see Alonso coming up clutch. You want to see Alvarez, Soto, these guys come up clutch in your lineup late in the game. And that's why you have these superstars, and they're not doing that.
And now, did you get a chance to watch some of this or majority of it? Or?
Yeah, I was working while I had it on, but yeah, it was on.
But anything or even in these past 8 games at the plate, I mean, anything you're noticing? Is it just a bad plan? Are they taking pitches that they should hit? Are they not hitting the pitches that they should drive? I mean, what's going on?
It seems like that they do love to swing and miss at high fastballs.
Okay, that are strikes or no?
Some of them are, some of them are not.
Yeah.
But the rising fastball, you see Alonso, even Marte and Lindor too. I mean, they all swing through it. Last night, watching some of Soto's at-bats, I think he was trying to guess what the pitch was and was just guessing wrong. Because there was one, I want to say later, maybe it was the 8th or 9th, maybe in the 9th inning maybe, but he just got caught looking at a strike down the middle. And it's just
Yeah, no. And I think there always should be a 2-strike approach, which I think players have got away from. But also, too, when you're struggling offensively, whether it's in the middle of a game, before a game, let's say it's the last couple of games, I've said this for a long time. I don't get why you wouldn't just say, all right, I'm only going to swing at a fastball. Because they're going to throw you a fastball at some point.
Right.
And if you're ready for it and you're a good hitter, I mean, isn't more than times than not, I mean, you're going to do damage with it.
Quite literally, that pitch he struck out looking on, I've seen multiple times him get a home run off a pitch just like that.
What was the pitch?
It was a fastball right down the middle. And he
But
was like,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, and it's like, dude, he was like, he was low in the stance too. He had the bat cocked and ready,
expecting the slider,
and he's just
something.
like, bang,
Yeah.
okay, and it's just like, what are we doing here? You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know, dude. It's that. It's the pitch recognition. It's the swinging through the high fastballs and
Guessing.
I mean, and guessing. You got to figure out. You know, you got to figure yourself out there at the plate. You know, like you said, have, you know, a certain approach when there are 2 strikes, but also just like be able to recognize a pitch, you know?
And Soto, of all people, you would think could notice it out of a pitcher's hand.
I know.
Fastball, load up, go.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I don't know. But it's an unfortunate loss here. And it's, you know, it's tough. It's again, like it's just losses like that are just so gut wrenching to a team like the Guardians. I mean, I think we saw it too, the first game against the Giants too, over the weekend. Where I think, what was it, a 4-3 loss, a 3-2 loss, whatever it was the same deal where it's just you were, or maybe 7-6, maybe it doesn't matter. The 1-run game where it's just like you should be able to capitalize on the situations you were in. You know, I was telling Dan before the show too. It's like even times where they get runners on, it's like you'll get back-to-back hits start of an inning, first and second, you have runners on, and you don't even have an opportunity to move them up because you're striking out. You're popping out to third base. You know, it's just like, it's not good, dude.
No,
not good.
No. Now getaway game today, right?
1:00 game. Yeah.
What's the matchup?
Peterson, I know, is pitching for the Mets. So, I mean, look, this should be a win. You know, I forget. Is it?
Oh, Gavin Williams.
Gavin Williams is pitching for the Guardians.
He's pitched all right this year. 3-3.
No, he has pitched all right. But again, I mean, you think of, you know, David Peterson's last start against the Giants. I think that was a 2-1 loss. He pitched great. Just, you know, Robbie Ray also pitched very well, and the bats weren't really, you know, hidden. So, I mean, but I think tonight, you know, like I see this game, like you should be able to win this game 4-2. You know, like that should be a score of this game tonight. It's a getaway game. Damn, where the hell do you go after? Milwaukee. So you kind of want to win this game here.
Yeah.
All right. Feel good. You're going to Milwaukee. Obviously, the Brewers are a team that feels pretty good about themselves. Obviously, they're in the hunt for the Central, possibly a wild card position, but you never know. But I mean, they're still a good team. And I mean, not for nothing, I mentioned Montas, you know, not having good starts. You got Sengas to start off the series on Friday. You want to win this game. It's a David Peterson start, for Christ's sake. Win him a game. And just trying to get out of this funk, dude. I mean, I'm just looking at losing 7 of 8 is just so brutal.
It's like losing 5 in a row.
Yeah. And I mean, again, you look at like I said, you know, the first game against the Giants, the 4-3 loss in extras, like, you know, a game like that could have swung either way. First game against San Diego too, 7-6 loss. It's like, just, dude. Those gut-wrenching losses. And last night, and even 2 nights ago, 2 on Monday, you lost 7-6 in extras as well against Cleveland. It's just like, it's just tough, dude.
And a couple of things here. Ernie says Matthew says Stanton is a different beast, and crazy swing for them, Tony.
It is.
Yeah. The ups,
it is
downs,
crazy,
the
dude.
Peaks and valleys of a baseball season.
Like I really thought they were out of it, you know.
Yeah.
Like you 7 in a row, you swept the Giants on the road, like.
Yep, but then it just rears its ugly head.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Now I think I was just looking quickly. I did well with the
very well. 5-1.
Oh, 5-1.
5-1,
So
right?
the only thing was the Yankees losing.
Yeah, because you had Yankees under, Toronto over, Houston over.
Yeah. Wow.
Toronto and Houston.
So what's the updated?
So you are 11-7, and I am at 9-9. Dude.
The battle of the nines.
Nines, dude.
We'll do another edition MLB 6-pack pick segment. Hearst Law Firm, City Field, the matinee getaway game. David Peterson, can he propel the Mets to victory?
I think he could, Brian. Okay, and I believe in him, and I believe in some of the bats we have tonight. You know, I mentioned I've really had my prediction already, but I think Peterson could put together another outing like he did against the Giants. Even prior outings this season, I could see him going, 7 innings, 2 earned runs is what you're looking at from Peterson. I think he can definitely handle this lineup using the fastball, the off speed to induce some ground outs as well. I think Peterson really bridges through this lineup, honestly. Not even, honestly, maybe hitless through 4, potentially, I'm saying right now. So who are the scorers, I think? Who are the big bats for the Mets, rather? I'm going to say it is going to be starting Marte. I think he gets the scoring started off, second inning, solo shot. Maybe he's leading off again. I wouldn't mind that necessarily. And I'll say Brendan Nimmo gets to have his funk tonight as well. I think 8th inning, 2-run shot makes it, a 3-1 game at that point. Maybe 9th inning, taking an insurance run, hence the 4-2. Insurance run, maybe a Beatty or Alvarez, RBI single, something to that accord there. But nonetheless, on the getaway game, David Peterson gets his win. The Mets get their win going to Milwaukee. Give me the Mets winning this one 4-2 with the under.
All right. So last game of the series at Globe Life Field. The Yankees, losers of 5 in a row, looking to turn it around. And obviously, how could I have confidence saying this, what I'm saying? But I'm going to go with it anyway. Just hoping Rodon. Really, in a lot of the Yankee starters, length has been a problem recently. But I have a feeling Rodon, who's overall had a solid year, will give them 7 scoreless innings, striking out 10. We've seen this. We talk about this is the Yankee offense, but the Texas offense has also had problems with consistency. And I think the Yankee offense, Jack Leiter, 5 runs last time against him in September last year. Same thing today, 5 over 5, and I think that's what the score is. 5-0 Yankees. Judge with his first homer at Globe Life Field since the record breaker in 22. But we'll go with the Yankees in the under. Can the misery be over for a day at least?
5 over 5, dude. Next game here, let's go to PNC Park. Another noon 30 game here. And I was speaking of Robbie Ray. He is pitching today, this afternoon, for the Giants against the Pirates here against one Andrew Heaney, dude. Robbie Ray, I mentioned, start, Mets, good, yay, 9-5 in the year, 2.85 on the season. Andrew Heaney, 5-9, a little opposite there, 4.89 ERA. So you'd imagine Robbie Ray could hopefully breeze through a Pirates lineup, maybe getting into some trouble with Reynolds, who's been kind of up and down, streaky O'Neal Cruz, whatever, though. I don't know. I feel like San Francisco, the lineup here against Andrew Heaney. How about Willie Adames, 7 for 18 on his career with 2 dingers and 4 ribbies. I say homer for Adames. Matt Chapman could also go yard. And I say Devers, maybe like a 3 for 5 night, 3 for 4 night with a couple of ribbies as well. Giants put up 6. Over under 7.5 here. Giants put up 6. Pittsburgh puts up 1. So give me Giants and the under, dude. Let's go.
All right. So number two. Got to keep going with this. Give me the Blue Jays. It's killing us, but they're not going to lose to Kyle Freeland and his 2-11 record and his 5.26 ERA. Kevin Gausman, 7-8, 3.99. I think it's Blue Jays in the over again. Gausman, even at Coors Field, 6 innings, 2 earned, 8 strikeouts. As the Blue Jays throttle the Rockies 13-3. Blue Jays in the over.
You had Yankees in the over too?
Yankees in the under.
Okay. All right, third game here. I can go back to the well with the Mariners, dude. Nestor Cortez pitching against the Diamondbacks seems like a little bit of T-ball for them. Let's see. Ohtani also pitching Dodgers. Bats were hot last night. Why not, dude? I think it's time for the Dodgers. Been a little while since they've been on a little bit of a run, I guess you could say. Give me Ohtani, dude. Pitching, obviously, not a lot. Only 15 innings pitched, dude, so far this season. But, hey, the ERA is a 2.40. The velocity is up. Feels pretty good. Especially for his first win of the season. I think he's going to get it tonight here against a Matthew Liberatore. Maybe he gives up a home run to Wilson Contreras, but I think for the most part, Ohtani breezes through here. Quality start out of him. Let's say he goes 6, maybe 1 earned run. Gets the dub here. Dodgers put up 7 of their own, though. Liberatore and company, the bullpen, not happy. I guess this is shaping up to be a little bit of an under here. So give me the Dodgers win this one. I'll say 7-2. Dodgers and the under, Brian. Nights of unders for me.
All right. So third game, final game here. I am going to go with let's just think about this for a second. All right.
I know it's tough, dude.
I'll go Mariners.
Wow.
Over the White Sox. George Kirby against the Cannon. Seems like I've picked against him a lot recently. But, yeah, Mariners obviously fighting tooth and nail here, trying to get back in that division, solidify a wildcard spot. Kirby, 6 scoreless. And I think Suarez, 5th inning grand slam. Let's say 5-1 Mariners. Mariners in the under. And just like that, MLB six-pack pick segment, Hirsch Law Firm. Can we get back to the winning ways, Tony? I mean, who knows, right? What would you put the odds double wins tonight? Lots of offense. No struggle either. Nothing tight. Just two decisive victories.
0.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to say 0.9.
Shit.
But whatever. Anyway, strike up the music. Another edition. Immaculate Grid. I've done a little homework.
Dude. Oh,
here,
hey,
so I have
now.
some good ones for you, Tony. So
Oh,
you're gonna be
really,
riled.
dude?
Just going to need your help on a couple.
All right.
But do we get the music? Do I have music?
You have music. Just heard the music, dude.
So first one, current Yankee, top left, Ahmad Rosario.
Ahmad Rosario.
Ahmed.
It's ED, right? Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
0.7,
right
dude.
Below him.
What do you got?
Jason Hayward.
I like that one. We use him often.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3%. There
right
we go,
below
dude.
him, Adrian Beltre. Nobody thinks about him in the Dodgers.
Nobody
but that's where
does,
he started.
dude. Bang.
Mets, Boston, David Cohn, unless there's somebody that you think is very off the radar.
Sacred Heart's very own Zach Short.
Yes.
And that's got to be like give me there's no way.
As you're wearing the Fairfield sweatshirt.
Shit, dude.
There you go. That was a good one.
0.1, dude.
Boston, St. Louis, Jeff Suppan.
C?
S. You don't know? You don't remember him? S-U-P-P-A-N.
S-U-P-P-A-N. Vaguely. 1%. Not many people do remember him, it seems.
Below him, Tyler O'Neill. A lot of people forget. He had 30 home runs for the Red Sox 2 years ago.
I liked him.
And then a guy I've used a lot, bottom right. I need help on those top two, but bottom right, Scott Rowland. Let's call it a point. What's it going to be, Tony? A
0.9. Bang.
So, I mean, pretty good start there, but we just need to close out these two strongly. And I was trying to think about like somebody who played for the Mets, maybe didn't do great for the Mets. Oh, Roberto Alomar?
For a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
I'd be down with that. Roberto Alomar, yeah,
I think
right?
that's a good one.
I feel like anyone who is actually like 2%. There we go. That's great, dude.
And then trying to think about it off the radar with St. Louis. I thought Edmonds was in, but he's not. Obviously, Pujols is going to be high. Bob Gibson, I think, would be high.
Very high, yep.
I was just trying to think about other guys, pitchers. It's just that's just the one thing here, and this could be like an historically good one, right?
Oh, fuck yes, dude. Well,
5,
3, 6,
8. Okay,
7, 8.
It'll be like a 12, 13 if this is a good.
It'll be like a top 5 score.
Yeah,
that we've ever had. Oh my god, dude. Keith Hernandez.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's any other option. Really.
I'm trying to think. Who's a card from back in the day?
Closer.
I'm trying to think. Gary Carter played for St. Louis.
I don't remember him playing for St. Louis.
Neither do I.
I feel like there's more maybe Hall of Famers than we're thinking.
No, there definitely are.
But I just can't think of anything. And is Beltran eligible for the Hall of Fame yet?
Oh, sorry, Josh B.
Can't see the grid.
Got a little excited. I want to say no.
No, but he should be by
Right?
now. Right?
I think Beltran is. Pujols isn't.
Pujols isn't. But Beltran, he was probably on the ballot this past year. How many years is it? 5?
Yeah, it's 5.
Because wasn't his last year with the Astros in 2017 or no?
I don't remember.
For some reason, I feel like it was.
I want to say that sounds about right because it was right before the
Maybe it was
scandal,
18, 5
right?
years, yeah, and it sort of already came up, but
Right before the scandal.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Keith Hernandez might be good, Tony. Right? I mean, just go with it. Da-na-na.
I guess, right?
The issue is that lately they've been doing class of like one person.
You're saying that like, oh, the Hall of Fame.
The past like 5 Hall of Fame classes have been like 2 people.
Oh, you know what it probably might have been higher. I don't know, but I just thought of it too. Hall of Famer for Mets could have been Billy Wagner.
Yeah,
Billy Wagner, just got in.
Yeah.
I feel like that I feel it wouldn't have been lower than Alamo.
No. But yeah, I think because Bob Gibson's going to be high, Pujols is going to be high. And to be honest, I don't really know of any other Cardinal Hall of Famers. I know there are. I can't think of the guys like back in the day. I'm just not good with like the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. And I don't think anybody that was on like the Cardinals World Series teams, Bulls, made the Hall of Fame other than him.
I'm trying to think, dude. I feel like
McGuire's not in. I don't remember anybody that played with McGuire that was in. Pitching wise, too, no one, like back in those days, Chris Carpenter was your best pitcher? He's not in the Hall of Fame.
Definitely not, dude.
No, I guess I'm just thinking of Bob Gibson.
I don't know, man.
I think we got to go with Keith. He's definitely in.
That's what I mean. I feel like we may have gotten burned on this one before.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I don't know. No, he's not in.
The more I'm thinking about it, I feel like we did get burned on this very specific one.
Josh says. I know he's in.
Do we want to rip Ozzie Smith?
I feel like Ozzie Smith is going to be high.
Probably high, dude.
I mean, it's
Stan
really
usual.
Yeah. Stan higher or lower? Maybe lower because he's more in the past, or no?
Lower? This is a tough one, dude.
Yeah.
Shit.
Maybe Stan the Man.
Do we do Stan?
Yeah, just do it.
Are we sure? Final answer.
Final answer. Let's see. What was it?
Hold on a second.
23.
Shit.
And then was that? Let's see what like the.
Oh no, I don't want to see Stan. I want to see the rest of the fucking shits.
Probably Ozzie was better.
Well, they don't show you percentages on here. But
Ozzie Smith was 16%.
Really?
Okay.
Oh,
Gibson.
Lou Brock would have been a good one.
Lou Brock.
Orlando Cepeda. Bob Gibson as Bob Gibson.
Scott Rowland, if we didn't use him for the other category, would have been great.
Yeah.
Because everyone forgets about Scott Rowland.
Johnny Mize.
Lee Smith would have been a good one.
Been a great one.
Larry Walker. Larry Walker was the guy.
Cy Young.
Yep.
Hoyt.
Wilhelm. It's all right. We're still solid,
Yeah, that's all right.
And the only thing we have to do left, a little out of sequence today, but
that's fine though.
We just had to go to it first. The baseball would be the FedEx St. Jude's Championship, Memphis, Tennessee, top 70 golfers teeing it up to get into next week's BMW Championship. And you look at the FedEx St. Jude Championship at TPC Southwind in Memphis, 7,244 yards. The purse for the third consecutive year, $20 million, with the winner getting 3.6. Dustin Johnson back in 2020, tournament record 30 under par, which is kind of nuts. And you look at the recent play here since this has become a playoff event. 17 under last year with Matsuyama, 15 under with Lucas Glover, Will Zalatoris also 15 under. Both of those were playoff wins, and the other one was a 2-stroke win last year, Victor Hovland and Xander Schauffele. So a lot of talent in the field. Rory not playing. Everybody else pretty much is in. And the whole thing is, I mean, this isn't the important tournament for, the Scotty Scheffler, Xander Schauffele, Justin Thomas, Russell Henleys, but more so the guys who barely got in, like Chris Kirk or somebody like Ricky Fowler, Emiliano Grillo, Joe Highsmith, Matty Schmid, Eric Van Rooyen. Can those guys play well enough here to get into the BMW next week. So going to be interesting. But that being said, Tony, what are we thinking here? Smaller field, motivation maybe not as high for the guys that are, ranked higher, but does that even matter?
I don't know. I don't think it does necessarily. I think that this tournament's going to start and stop at 1:45 p.m. tomorrow, because that is when Scotty Scheffler tees off, dude. I think he's going to be your winner. $3.2 million, Richard, I think you said, right? 3.6, dude. In his pocket, Scotty Scheffler. I think leader after day one, leader after the final day on Sunday. I say he wins his tournament 15 under. And I do for a sleeper, Chris Kirk.
Okay.
That's a guy that we mentioned last
week. That's a guy.
Surprisingly well he's done this season. And I think, given maybe some of this pool, if he can sneak one out, I mean, sure, I think he has maybe some extra motivation getting into this tournament here. So give me Kirk as my sleeper. I'd say he would have to win at 17 under.
I'm going to go with Mr. FedEx Cup playoffs, Mr. I guess you could say August/July, whatever. But because he did this a couple years ago, give me Lucas Glover. 2 years ago, he won the Wyndham. Obviously, he didn't win last week, and the FedEx St. Jude. I think he wins the FedEx St. Jude here. No, it wasn't that he won this. I think it was the BMW he won in the Wyndham. That's what it was. But anyway,
I thought he did win.
Oh, he did win this. Okay,
yeah,
my mistake. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, yeah, you're defending champ. No, that was 22-23, by the way.
Oh, 22-23. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Not last year.
Yeah.
2 years
I was
ago.
like, okay, I'm not going too crazy.
But
But anyway, I think he'll win at 15 under par. And then for a sleeper, back to back, belly to belly, Cam Young.
Wow.
Given the confidence of winning last week, breaking through, for his first career PGA Tour win, and earning, Tony, to be a part of the Ryder Cup at Bethpage Black next month. And I think if he wins, it'll be at 17 under par.
Let's go, dude.
Coverage getting underway tomorrow, 8:15 on ESPN Plus.
Love it.
And then this whole FedEx Cup playoffs will be an NBC endeavor. Obviously, being a Thursday tomorrow, you're gonna have a Golf Channel having the main cable coverage here from 2 to 6. So ESPN Plus 8:15, and then 2 to 6 on golf. As we get to the stretch run here, of the FedEx Cup playoffs. And it's just crazy. Another season, about to be in the books. And a lot of talk too, I've been listening to more and more. I didn't so much this morning. I was just listening to, because I had the truck actually to start in the morning. So
nice.
No, serious. So I was listening to Boomer because I just figured a little more safe with like the whole, I don't know, the baseball stuff that I just don't want to hear. But anyway, so, just there's been talk about, getting rid of the playoffs. Maybe not so much getting rid of these tournaments, but getting rid of the playoffs. Because at the end of the day, they're saying like the fans just don't care about like the FedEx Cup playoff champion. I mean, what do you think about that as they looked at some type of schedule restructure here in the future?
What do I think about that? I mean, I feel like that maybe isn't a like wild to say, I feel like that, I feel like there are probably a lot of fans that don't really care that much, right?
Yeah. Well, and one thing that I've heard, and I even mentioned this, so somebody else also, I think, Taylor Zarzer maybe, but whatever. Anyway, just the fact that, still have like a tournament at East Lake in Atlanta, that's where they've had the tour championship, but have the, like, or make it a different tournament. And then the tour championship, have it, at one of the courses in the West Coast, maybe a rotation, including Pebble Beach, but have it be the match play for the 30 people, and have that be the championship. And then in primetime West Coast, I think, you just get some more eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
And I just don't think you need a playoff structure, almost like where I think what they should do is maybe make the whole season like be a points race, and then whoever has the most points wins, rather like a playoff. Like there doesn't need to be a playoff. But I think making the tour championship a match play would be good too, giving us that other format. Obviously we have the modified stable scoring for the Barracuda,
Right.
but just to give us one other tournament with some different scoring. I don't know. Just an idea.
You should be manager of the Yankees. You should be head of the PGA committee. Like, let's go, dude.
But also Pebble in August, it plays so much better than Pebble in January. It's just not even funny.
Be nice to play there right now.
Yeah, it would be. But also, like, do you think you would be okay with like playing a course like that? The wind, and then also, it's a little colder, and obviously just tough conditions, post stampage greens, like the adversity you would face out there on the course. Like, do you think you would still be able to enjoy it, even though it's like, I mean, almost every hole you could be in danger for double digits?
Jeez. I mean, like, it's tough because I obviously that would be crazy. Like every whole double digits, like. But I mean, I mean, not for nothing. Like, I enjoy golf now, not golfing that great. So in that setting, like in that environment, just to be there at Pebble Beach, the weather, the breeze, the views, dude. Yeah, I think I would be able to handle it and just still have a good time, right?
Yeah, no, I think so. The scoring, it would just be so crazy. But I think the whole thing would be, when you're there, and I didn't exactly have my best rounds at TPC Scottsdale either. But it's just the fact, like, look around, it's like I'm here. And I think it would be, easy to kind of take it all in.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, dude.
What do you think about what Josh says? Wire to wire for Scotty, he's asking.
Yeah, that's what I said, dude. First day leader, Sunday hoisting the trophy here. Like, absolutely. Wire to wire. Why not? Scotty.
And I'm just kind of thinking ahead here with Scotty. Obviously, he'll be on the American team for the Ryder Cup, but Europe the last 20-30 years has had more success than we have. Obviously, I think it's good in terms of just what type of crowd we're gonna get and kind of atmosphere, juice. And like I said, we don't know who specifically is on the team, but what do you think about like this upcoming Ryder Cup? I mean, we have Scotty, but what else do we have? I mean, do you think the U.S. is gonna win? I mean, like I said, I know we don't have the roster.
Scotty, who's on the roster? I don't know. Xander,
Bryson.
Is Xander on it?
Yeah, Xander's
on it.
Yep. Probably Russell Heenley. I mean,
Keegan Bradley, right? Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I could just look on the
and who does Europe have? Like,
well, Rory,
Victor Hovland,
Ludwig Aubert,
Shane,
probably. Because I feel like if you go by like world golf ranking, I mean, you would think Harris English, he's had a good season, maybe JJ Spawn for the US. And then Victor Hovland is Tommy Fleetwood for the European team. Maybe Justin Rose.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like US has it kind of in the bag a little bit, right?
But I mean, remember,
I know
Rome was a disaster.
But I don't know. I feel like Xander steps up. Scotty does Scotty things.
Yeah. But I think no matter what, it's going to be close. But I think like just they will get a bump up from the crowd being at Bethpage Black.
That's a tough thing to say.
It is.
Speaking of tough things to say, Josh says I can't wait to heal up and play again.
Yeah, it was funny because I was texting him about golf the other day. And
what's he healing up from?
No, just Disney, the walking around, the rides, all that stuff. Tony rolling his eyes, but
I am Josh.
Come on. I mean, it's a lot, dude. The walking, and then the kids.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
The
lifting, the heat, dude. Yeah. No, that's for sure. Must be so tough.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, the heat, I think, is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
If he's there in January, I mean, I think it's different.
Oh, well, obviously, yeah.
No, I'm just saying it just tires you out. I had a tough time, honestly, when I went there with my family because we went in the summer, and he says 3 straight 12-hour days. Yeah, I just
it's like 36 hours.
I just could not like imagine, Tony, 3 straight days, just temperature wise. What he says, this is torture. Temperature wise of how it was at Mad Dog. 3 straight days.
No, that's why.
Walking around all day in that type of temperature.
Is it that hot?
It's probably more hot.
Let's go.
It's Florida. Great for the kids, but torture. Yeah, exactly.
Florida. I don't even know what like city Disney's in. Is it Kissimmee? Kissimmee, Florida. High is 90 today.
What's the humidity? 180%.
Humidity, standby, 77.
77% humidity. Feels like. Can we get a feels like?
Feels like 92.
Okay. So it's a lot. Sun beating.
No,
down
that
on
is
you.
tough,
Probably
dude.
a
And
UV,
it's-
a 10 UV.
UV's at
peak.
6 right now, actually.
But like getting to 10.
I would imagine it's only 11:30, so it's gonna get hotter.
Yeah. The amount of gear I'm schlepping around. Yeah, that's another thing. Always bags, like with my dad.
Well, make the
being
wife carry it,
one
Josh.
one of 3 kids. I mean, it's a lot. It really is.
No, yeah, I
Hotter
I've no
yesterday
doubt,
than it
dude.
was today.
It's
It's funny how you're trying to downplay it, like, dude. Also, like,
I'd fucking dad it up so hard in Disney, dude. Have a great time.
no, you
Come on.
and I think I don't know. It's just come on, Tony. Like I think you're overhyping when we had this conversation with your mother on the phone the other day. Like how much you would actually enjoy going to the park, all of that stuff.
Why wouldn't I enjoy it though?
I think the heat, honestly. I think the heat would detract from your enjoyment of the park.
It's a different heat. Like it's not the same as when we were at Bar A.
I've been there. I know what Florida heat is like.
Florida
dude.
though more humid than here?
Yeah, but like at Bar A, it was just like we were doing stuff. We were setting up.
Right.
So like we were sweating. Whereas like Florida, you're kind of just walking around. So like, yeah, you're hot, but you're not at the point where you're like, oh my gosh, this is awful.
Well,
Yeah.
but then if you have the strollers, the book bags, the blisters on my feet are real both feet.
Well, see,
Then
like
it's-
that's but like, what the fuck? Like, what are you wearing? Socks and Converse? Like,
Yeah,
what are
that
you
means
wearing on
that
your
you're
feet,
wearing
Josh?
the
Like,
wrong
what the fuck are you
shoes.
doing,
I think
dude?
both of you are not giving Joshua Burgos enough credit here.
No,
It's
no.
sweltering
Listen.
heat. I couldn't do it for a second. Honestly, I could not do it for 1 second.
I don't know. I've been to Disney in July. Like I did that when we were kids.
Same.
Yes, it's hot.
No, but
Yes, I'm older now, but if anything, I can enjoy. I'm gonna be drinking when I'm there.
I know we could never do it, but I would love like to just put you there for a day with the stroller, the bags.
Let's do it, dude.
Give you some kids for the day, rent you kids for the day or something to peruse. You would struggle big time. And you couldn't, you say the drinking, but you can't have 10
You know what, dude?
beers and take care of the kids. What's
bet
up,
your
Nelson?
ass I could. All right.
So that's always your
yeah.
thing, though. I can do anything.
I could do anything.
I can
Listen,
handle
you
anything.
find the family. I'll borrow the kids, and we'll go down to Disney. Okay, dude.
And he says, no, Tony, no chance. And yeah,
No,
I agree with that.
absolutely
Josh
not.
B, the ultimate warrior, Tony.
And I'll come back. I'll come back from the trip. First day back, golf. Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. All right,
36.
36, dude. The full 36. Okay, back to back.
Oh, man. It's fucking brutal. Yeah, Josh. I forgot when Josh comes back. I would think he's got to be coming back soon, no?
I thought it was Saturday or so.
It's a full week?
I could be wrong, but-
Marone, dude.
And then also, it's like, I mean, like having that amount of time is probably better, you know. So you do have
you're
like,
just, I don't know.
you can space things out a little bit, you know.
I just think you have like this fixation on like Epcot, the drinking, and it's
Yeah,
like,
I wanna
that's not-
go.
but that's not the trip Josh is having right now. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not like
fine,
that.
but I'm still having a good time with the kids, regardless, dude. I don't have to be drinking and have a good time, okay, dude.
Delusion, Tony.
And he's coming back on Saturday, by the way.
20 years younger than me.
Yeah, so
Not quite 20.
how old is Josh? He's not 50.
No, isn't he? If I had to guess, I feel like isn't he like 42, 43, right?
That's what I would guess.
Yeah. And then Nelson says good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Nelson.
But the stretch run here for Josh, kind of the parallel to the Yankee season.
I feel like he has more ahead of him than he has behind him. I don't know, man.
Oh man. He says he's Mariano, so 42. So almost hit it right in the head. I said 42 or 43.
Yeah, let's see if you can close out like Mariano. All right, dude.
Let's see if Devin Williams can. Oh wait, let's give him another opportunity again. And that's really all I have. But what did you end up deciding to do for the gaming quarter?
Tonight, still haven't decided, dude.
Haven't decided.
I know. I think we're gonna do Ghost of Tsushima. So
Ghost of
Tsushima, dude. Which is gonna be a sick game. I think Michael will really
Epcot
enjoy
tomorrow.
it, dude. Epcot tomorrow.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Are we doing like so? Is there some drinking? I mean, I'm sure you and the and wife are like having some drinks though. Like
Some accidental Uber.
Ubers. Oh wait, we forgot the kids.
So what time is Tsushima?
Tsushima, 7 p.m., dude.
Okay, 7 p.m. All right.
Yes.
So yeah, everybody, you better not do Kurt this week.
Sunday's cart.
Sunday's cart
At Terrificon, dude.
But yeah, so that's really all we have here. But thank you to everybody for tuning in. Some great calls, comments.
Yes.
So we really appreciate all the interaction, and we encourage everybody to continue to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives in the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume, the merch at DowntimeTV.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go, Yankees.
Let's go, Mets.
And we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.